Welcome to the new podcast presented by Crane Racing LLC called the Bench Racing Podcast. It contains me, myself, Derek Crane, the host, my co-host, Brandon Bestis Mensch Horswell, and every week we will have a special guest ranging from Lightning Sprint to Wisconsin Wingless to Street Stock to Bandit to Superfan to just any kind. If you're into racing, we want to sit here, drink beer, drink soda, and talk racing. If you want to tune in and interact with us, check us out on Crane Racing LLC on Facebook. The show is recorded Mondays at 7 p.m. Central, live on Facebook. Comment, interact with us. You can be a part of the show. We'd love to have you. And thank you so much for tuning in on Spotify. Don't forget to follow Crane Racing on all your social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the TikTok, and also on Spotify for all of your racing content needs. Thank you so much, and we'll see you live. We really hope you enjoyed this episode of the Bench Racing Podcast. Peace out, Girl Scout. Awesome. Well, we are live after 2 weeks of being off. It feels a little weird. Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in to the Bench Racing Podcast with the host, myself, Derek DC Crane. We have a full field, but a slightly different look. Brandon is out with bronchitis, so hopefully a speedy recovery there. But last second, probably, about.
I'd say.
Yeah. Co-host fill-in, Maddie Schutzen.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's go. So she's filling in, so thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
And our special guest, Hannah Weymier.
It's me.
I have been pronouncing that wrong my whole life.
Everyone
since
does.
knowing you.
It's okay.
Yep. So we have a full show. We're not going to go 2 hours, I promise. Or plus 2.5 hours like we did with Ryan Williams. It was a great show, but it was a very long night. So we have a full show for you. Our first topic we're going to be talking about is Wilmot Raceway's 2024 schedule that was released. It's still tentative, but we're going to be kind of talking about the events there. Second topic is World of Outlaws versus the All-Stars. Third topic is a recap of Nathan's Midwest Racers event. And then our fourth topic, we're just going to kind of like let the conversation go and see where it goes. And then the game we're playing is back and forth. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please comment where you're watching from and if there's anything that you'd like us to talk about. So let's get the show rolling here. First of all, thank you, Will Lynn, for sending stars. I didn't know what that meant, but really what it meant was we quit our day jobs, and now we can do this full time.
I didn't know you could send stars on lives, but
I didn't know, but now look at right here, right above the comments, it says send 200 stars. Wow, that'd be cool. Someone wants to send 200 stars, that'd be great. But yeah, I didn't really realize that you sent us money, so thank you so much, Will Lynn, for that. All right, so Hannah,
yes,
tell us a little about how you got involved in the racing.
So I got involved a few years ago. I work for Colburn Motorsports with Tommy Colburn as the driver, and my cousin's his crew guy. So one night they're just like, "Do you want to come down to Wilmot?"
Wait, who's your cousin? Right guy?
No, Eli.
Oh, Eli.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so they were like, "You should just come down." I'm like, "Okay." I'd watch NASCAR like with my dad. That's about it. Until then, I'm like, people say sprint car racing is like a bug. Once you get it, you're hooked, and that's exactly what happened. And now I do his social media, all of his promotional stuff, graphics.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. And how did that come about? Did you approach him, or did he approach you?
No, actually, his dad Rod approached me because they were like, "Oh, what do you do? Like, what do you go for school for?" I'm like, graphic design.
Nice.
Like, we might need someone next season, so.
Oh, perfect.
Just kind of all fell into place, which is great.
Nice. Have you ever wanted to race?
In my heart, I will say yes, but I don't think I could stand up to those guys. But I would love to, but I don't know.
Nice.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's always an opportunity to race somewhere, right? Which we'll get into the Midwest Racing League later, but you did do last year's event?
I did 2 years ago.
2 years ago, okay. So we'll talk about that when we get to that topic. Thank you, Lynn, again for sending
Thanks, Will.
stars
Thank you,
here.
Will.
Man, we are ready to really go
yeah.
NASCAR racing now.
Should I call my job and be like,
Yeah, call Colburn and say we're working with Crane Racing now.
No, my day job.
Okay, yeah. Awesome. All right, so we got some comments here. Ashley Crane, I did not get that bug. Joseph, thank you so much again, Joseph, for tuning in. What's up? Karen Porter. Karen, how have you been? We missed you the last few shows, so thank you so much for tuning in again. All right, so you have not raced Hannah, but if you had to pick your number, what would it be? Get ready, Maddie. I'm coming for you next.
I'd say I'd have to do probably 34.
34. Any particular reason?
No.
I mean, the only one that comes to mind is Kevin Hinich.
Yeah.
That's the only 34.
Oh!
Activating Stars Party. What is this? Is nice. Thank you.
It's really a party.
Yeah. Thank you. See, people love 34 apparently. Start sending stars. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan Wade.
Yeah. Okay, so 34. Maddie, what would be your number?
I'd have to go with number 16.
I knew it. I was like, there's got. So she looks like 16.
It was my number for when I played softball.
Okay.
And it's just always been my lucky number since.
Nice. Nice.
I'm sorry.
No,
I could say 34. Well, 3 for Dale Earnhardt, and then 4 is just after it. But I don't want to step on Dale's territory.
Yeah. I mean,
he's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
The GOAT of NASCAR. I mean, I could see Kyle Larson being the next guy to do. Oh my goodness! Thank you to Ashley Crane for sending 99 stars. Awesome, love that. Joseph here says Etchy Beertzer Jr. was 34. Okay. But yeah, to get back with NASCAR and stuff, I think Kyle Larson could be the next guy to do 7 championships. There's only been 3 drivers: Dale Earnhardt Sr., Richard Petty, and Jimmy Johnson. Yeah. Whether you say that is correct or not, with Jimmy Johnson's changing with the point systems and all that. You look like you have something to say, Maddie.
I don't. I'm just taking in information because I'm not
She's super
very new to racing in general.
You said this year was your first year. Right?
End of July is when I started paying attention to racing, and not even
So July she shows up to the track with her dad for the first time, and then her dad was like, she is hooked, and I was like, well, do you want to do more than just mud scrape? And she's like, yes. So literally the next week she is out there with us at BG shop working on the car, prepping the car. Yeah. So yes. Okay, so just for an icebreaker, I mean, I feel like that was a pretty good icebreaker, but since you guys did some homework, not homework, but you actually guys have a list here. Yep, we're doing 2 truths and a lie, and the other 2, whoever's not talking, is going to have to guess. All right, so we'll start off with Maddie.
Okay. So, do we do it?
You can do it any way you want.
Okay, so I'm a cheerleading coach. I want to be a driver one day, and my favorite color is yellow.
Okay, I know these. So, Hannah, which one do you think is a lie? Facebook, which one do you think is a lie for Maddie here?
I don't think your favorite color is yellow.
It's the race car one.
Oh.
Yep.
I have no interest in driving a car.
I had hope, but
no.
I have no interest in driving a car.
Those were good. Those were good. All right, Hannah, what's your 2 truths and a lie?
I played golf in high school. I went to 15 tracks this season, and I've been around racing for 6 years.
So when you say been around racing 6 years, that's with your dad or with Colburn and like working with the team?
Like dirt track racing.
Dirt track. Oh man, the timeline on that one seems a little stretch. I could see you being a golfer. I could see it. 15 tracks this year. Maddie, what do you think?
I don't think she's been to 15 tracks this year.
Derek, what do you think?
I'm going to do the 15 tracks.
No?
It's a 6-year one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I knew it! Oh, you talked me out of it.
It's been 4 years.
4 years. Dang. Yeah, Dan Wade says here she played golf, and then
I was on varsity.
Last one is a lie. Ashley is very good at it. Yep. Dan Wade, she wants to be a driver one day.
See, Dan has faith.
Dan Wade, I will never be a driver. Nope.
She did really well. She did really well at Nathan's racing event.
You did do very well.
Last place?
Someone has to. And you, okay.
Like, last in the E-main.
But you spun out on lap 1, and then you caught the person that was in front of you.
I was only lapped by first and second place.
And if you didn't get lapped by first and second place, you would have passed that person in front of you. So you did really well. Yeah. Okay. So without being a driver, Hannah, you obviously don't have a nickname, right?
No.
I mean, I think Jimmy Omnis is really the only crew guy that actually has a nickname.
Yeah, I think
that's public knowledge, I'll say. So you do photos of the track.
Yeah.
And you just started your own design
Facebook
page, so check that out. HW, dyslexia is hard. HW Designs on Facebook. I thought I was following that, but I wasn't. So that's
I thought I was following your page too on it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We're following now, and that's all that matters. Yeah. So what kind of design work do you do?
Yeah. So, besides my own personal stuff, I do work for Pit Road Apparel as one of their designers.
Okay. Freelancing, right?
Freelancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I worked with a number of teams, series, things with that. So that's great. I do hero cards, logo design, race day posts, and then photos at the track with different series. I think. Do you want me to list the series I was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did Wingless here.
The best series ever.
IRA 410s.
I'm just ruffling feathers.
MSA 360s, Badger Midgets. I did USAC shows.
Nice.
Couple modifieds. Outlaws at Knoxville.
Okay.
That was a big one this year for me. Outlaw late models at Fairbury, which was fun.
Okay. So out of all the 15 tracks you've been to this year, gun to your head, favorite track you were at this year? Knoxville. Yeah. I mean, you could have hesitated a little bit, but I mean, I guess when it's your favorite, your favorite.
That was an experience, and I highly recommend.
Okay.
Going there. I love the Wisconsin tracks, but there's just something about Knoxville, man.
I mean, Wisconsin has a lot of really cool racetracks.
They do.
But really what's going on with Wilmot right now, I can see in like the next couple of years, like Wilmot be like the Wisconsin track. Like right now it's like Cedar Lake, Angel Park. If you're outside of the Wisconsin state, like what do you think of Facebook? If you're outside of Wisconsin, what's the first 2 tracks that come to your mind that you think other people would know? Because like obviously Iowa, Knoxville, Ohio, Eldora, Florida, Volusia. When you get out to California, there's a couple cool tracks, right? So yeah, I totally get that. Like, it's almost like we're just kind of like used to it.
Yeah.
So then when you step back, you go to Illinois and it's like Fairbury's like the track to go to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can kind of see why you'd pick a track outside of Wisconsin. Maddie, you've only been to 3 tracks.
Yep, 3.
Which is your favorite track?
Uh.
And action, pits, like just the whole ambiance.
I like Plymouth the best. Just because, like, there's... The pit stands aren't the greatest, but, like... Well, I mean, I didn't really go to the pit stands. I went to, like, the little like, standing one.
Turn 4 stands, yeah.
And that's what... I like that part better than, like, an Angel Park. I'm watching it like this the whole time.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. But so like, Angel Park's cool too because like when you watch from the infield, like you really get the sense of speed.
It was really.
But then if you're trying to follow one car, you get dizzy really quickly from the infield.
Yeah, you gotta either just rotate or like stand on a four-wheeler.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So let's get into topic 1 here. Presented by Next Gen Pumps, veteran-owned, American-made, warranty like no other. Check out Tom Brown in Silver Lakes for all your sump pump and sewer needs. Topic 1, we are talking the release of the Wilmot Raceway 2024 schedule. So I broke this up into 2 kind of parts, and then we'll just kind of add in what we got here. So the first thing that I really like is that it's November, and it's already released. Mm-hmm. Like, if you want to keep your fan base engaged, because, like, in Wisconsin, we only have 5 months of racing, which means there's 7 months of not racing. So you have more time to disengage than be engaged. So with Wilmot bringing the schedule out this early, like, it made me exciting. I'm like, oh, man, I can start, like, visualizing next year, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be great.
And especially since most, like, series and tracks don't release till, like, January.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was...
I mean, we'll still get a rule package out in, like, March.
Yeah.
You know, but at least the schedule's out there.
It's tentative, but... I mean,
yeah. I mean, yeah, I think the only thing that's not listed is that festival speed at the end of September of which classes, but the dates are down, which is great.
As someone who plans, like, when I want to have my summer vacation and stuff, which doesn't exist anymore, but I was like, oh, okay, I can actually plan now.
I get that because during the racing season, my family's like, oh, you want to do this? I'm like, I'm at the track. I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Race season is race season. It's the longest season out of the 4 seasons. Another thing that I really like that they did is they got 5 practice days scheduled out throughout the year, so that's really cool. As of now, of recording, you have April 20th, April 27th, May 15th, July 17th, and August 7th are your practice days. So that is really, really cool.
And those are open to
all classes.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure all classes mean even if it's not a Wilmot class, you can still bring like if there's a Grand National, I think you can bring it. I mean, because Grand National is a street stock basically, right? So like
essentially.
Yeah. So that's really cool. I feel that will also help teams get more speed through mid-season. So that'll be really good. For classes, the class breakdown per event at Wilmot is Wisconsin Wingless cars have 14 events. The next highest are the IMCA mods and the Bandits with 10. Then Winged 604 and Street Stocks have 8. And Lightning Sprints have 7 events at Wilmot. And so far for the 2024 season. The only, I wouldn't say that it's necessarily an issue, but it's definitely going to make people pick or choose, is that the 604 Winged have 8 events. Out of those 8 events, 7 of those events are running with the Wisconsin Wingless at Wilmot. So
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting. Yes, because you got your guys that are wing drivers. You got your guys that are wingless drivers, just by trait.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have the guys that are just gonna be like well, there's less cars here, so I might go there. Yeah. So, I mean, it'll make people choose.
And I know I have a couple of friends that were thinking about doing both, so that'll be interesting what they would choose.
Yes, I don't want to steal anyone's thunder, but I already saw a couple of teams that are already building 2 cars, a wingless car and a wing car. So you should check. If you don't follow any of the Wisconsin Wingless teams page, you should.
You should.
Because there's a lot of cool content out there. So check out those teams and see what they're up to. Maddie, how do you like the fact that the Wisconsin Wingless has the most races at Wilmot?
It's great because I don't have to drive that far.
Yes, logical.
Yeah, I mean, it's an hour drive for me from my house to Wilmot, so.
Most of the time, I just meet wherever the car is, and then I'm like,
you just hit okay.
Yep. And then we get to anything after 1, 2, she's usually like, are we going yet? I'm like, I mean, if you want to drive, you can go.
I fall asleep most of the time on the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when we leave a track, like 5 minutes after we leave, I'm the only one up. Yeah. And I'm the driver, so that's good.
I just say, no, I don't do
We're going over bumps, and my head's like...
Yes. All right, so before we get into the specials here, let's go back to comments here. Karen Porter says she is an hour and a half from Volusia. Man, that is awesome to be that close to such a big...
That's a track I've not been to. I would like to go to Volusia.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a half mile, but it looks pretty dope.
I've never heard of Volusia. How do you say it?
Volusia.
Sounds like a cool track.
Sounds like a cool track. And it is.
It is. I'm going to go home and watch YouTube videos.
Yeah. Dan Wade, Wilmot Raceway, Wing 604's best part of the schedule release. Yes, I do believe I am winning a 30-pack of beer.
Are you going to share that?
I'll share it with the people that believed in me when I said it, because there was only a few. Joseph says, usually the wait till the Chili Bowl. Yes, for schedule releases. I feel like the Chili Bowl is usually like the kickoff to like the next season. You know, second week in January, is it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I feel like that's when it really starts. But Wilmot getting ahead of the game, getting the not rumors. I can't think of the word. Anyways, Dan Wade also says lots of open practices. Dan Wade 9 for winged and 3-day fall fest.
Oh, that's right. They had a fall classic.
The fall classic. Yep, that's cool. A couple years ago, I don't think Wilmot was at that point with their, I guess, status to kind of pull off something like that, a 3-day show. But man, I think they're there now. They just laid a new concrete wall down the front chute, and I think the back chute too.
I know front chute for sure.
Yeah, I mean that turn 4 wall was not going to hold a car coming around. If you rip the top too much, you're going in the stand. So I'm glad that they got that figured out or redone. So that's awesome. And they got new grandstands. They did all the pit stuff, and they'd done the concessions, and they got So I think this year, next year will be the years where it'll be like more noticeable on flow and stuff, and wanting people to get there to watch racing. And then after that, it'll blow up. As in, like, everyone knows about it. Just want to clarify there. Joseph, Grand Nationals are more like the Mid-America Series cars. Okay, gotcha. Because of the open practice stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I just used the Grand Nationals.
I don't pay attention to those as much. I'm no hate on those drivers, but it's not my cup of tea per se. I like late models, but...
Yeah, Thunder cars, you mean? Or okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She nodded very quickly. Yeah.
I watch them when I'm at the track that they're at.
Yeah. Well, you won't go out. You won't go out
I'm
for
not
it.
the person that goes go out of my way.
Mm-hmm. For sure. All right. So then, as of recording, Will Lynn here. Wingless are back at Beaver Dam 2.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I mean, I heard, but I haven't seen it.
I think it's one night right now.
Oh, it's season opener or closer?
No, I think it's mid-season.
Mid-season?
Kind of.
Oh, good. Another 4th of July race with no fireworks there. I did not say that. I hope they have fireworks there.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I hope if it's 4th of July they have it. Cool. Yeah, that's great news.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie's never been to Beaver Dam.
Nope.
Basically, there's no small crash there.
Yeah.
It's always big and it hurts bad.
Yeah.
So we will do this whole thing again with a topic when the IRA Wisconsin Wingless release their schedule too. We'll be talking about that. Charlie Spoonmore, who would race a fender car? I mean,
Charlie.
I mean, we did all race fender carts this last weekend, so
Yeah.
to each his own. To each his own. Nothing wrong with fender cars too, but but
racing is racing. It's just everyone has their
exactly
cup of tea in that matter.
So now we're going into the specials at Wilmot. You got 3 IRA 410. Doubleheader World of Outlaw event, July 12th and 13th. Then you have the World of Outlaw late models, July 29th. And USAC with one June 22nd. So that's a lot of guacamole.
Those are all going to be very good shows.
Yeah, very
good shows.
Yeah. So we'll kind of talk about this because this will transition into our next topic here. So I'll save that for the end of this point. But yeah, so 3 410 IRA shows with the wing cars. I feel like that's kind of standard. I mean, I feel it's a little bit on the lighter side.
I think they had 5 or 4 last season. This past season.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, I think what has a little bit to do with that too is just the wing 604 stuff.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're gonna have more wing cars there, on the regular, I mean that's good. But yeah, I was a little shocked to see that they were there 3 times. I thought maybe 5, at least 5.
Yeah.
Doubleheader World of Outlaws, or actually we'll do World of Late Models, World of Outlaw Late Models, July 29th. Cannot wait for that.
They weren't at Wilmot
They
this past season.
They haven't been.
Has it been a while?
I don't think. Facebook, correct me if I'm wrong, but has the World of Outlaw late models ever been to Wilmot? I know late models have been at Wilmot, but it's been the regional series. It has not been the nationals. So I think that would be amazing.
That'll be big.
That'll be huge. USAC again, June 22nd, so I'm assuming that's Angel Park, June 23rd. I'm just saying.
I would assume so, because they're in the area.
Yeah.
It might be, because last year...
they always schedule.
Year, and I think that won the first race before Angel Park got rained out.
Yeah, and I was so mad that I made my USAC debut at Angel Park. Not that there's anything wrong with it, I just wish it was at Wilmot. Make my USAC debut. But oh well.
But you did good at Angel Park.
Thank you.
From what I remember.
Yeah, it was...
There's been a lot of races, so it's...
Yeah, it was the easiest $600 we've ever made.
Nice.
Everyone made the show, just don't wreck it. It was nice.
Well,
it was nice.
Words to live by right there.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said when I talk about Angel Park, I'm not track bashing. Love Angel Park, love the history.
Yeah.
We just don't have luck there, and we always wad up a lot of equipment there. So when I drove BG's car and we finished 10th, and you're like, oh, we all started 4th, and you feel back. I was like, we got a top 10 here without crashing anything. I'm happy.
Top 10 at Angel Park is a good night for most people.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love to see USAC at Plymouth and Beaver Dam. That would be ripping. Cool. Oh, I saw this, and you got offered too. You got offered too, and I saw it. So this guy Dave, never heard of him, says, "What's up, Maddie?"
Hi, Dad. I'm waving.
You knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I know.
and it's out of the way now. And we're just about halfway through the show.
I knew it was going to happen eventually. I'm just waiting for someone in my family to comment that I'm on the show.
Yep. Surprise. Will Lynn says no, and that is regards to World of Outlaw late models being at Wilmot ever. Nice. Ryan here says, I don't believe Nationals has been there. UMP Hell Tour was in the past. That's from Will Lynn. And then Joseph, don't think the national level models were ever there, just the Dirt Kings. So that's pretty cool because, like, if you think about it, Wilmot got the World of Outlaws sprint cars in there, and then they got the All-Star sprint cars in there. And then after that, then they started getting more of like the regional late models in there a lot. And now they got USAC coming in, and now they're going to have the World of Outlaw late models coming in. So that's really, really cool stuff. I saw on some comments on the Wilmot Raceway post about almost, I don't know if it was shaming or whatever, but it was just like, you get all these series in there, but you can't get the Highlimit series or the All-Stars in here. So, so why no Highlimit? Well, I'm glad people are asking that.
Yeah.
Because that brings us into topic number 2 here. Presented by RevTech Manufacturing. If you can draw it, they can make it for you with their CNC 3D printing machines. Really cool. Topic 2 here is World of Outlaws versus All-Stars / Highlimit. You got to remember that slash part, Highlimit. So, believe as of recording, because you never know, this could age like milk. The All-Stars were bought out by Highlimit, which is Kyle Larson and Brad Sweet. And last I heard was they're keeping both series separate-ish, with the All-Stars and Highlimit. Am I right or wrong? Or do you know? Because I thought they were going to keep the same names and just kind of keep them slightly separate, but I don't know.
From everything that I have looked into, which isn't much because I haven't really had time to deep dive, I thought Highlimit bought out All-Stars and now it's just Highlimit.
Highlimit? Okay. Could be because that's why they're...
I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But
yes. Regardless,
yes.
The Highlimit and the All-Stars have
merged
together.
Yeah.
So now that there's this ruffling of the feathers, I should say, for lack of better terms, between the World of Outlaws and All-Stars. Because the All-Stars and Highlimit now are a competing series to the World of Outlaws. Mm-hmm. Sounds like that should be an issue, right? Right.
Yeah.
But didn't the World of Outlaws 2 years ago start a competing series against USAC? With the non-wing cars, remember? And it tanked really quickly.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. They were on Dirt Vision and everything. Who won the Volusia Extreme Sprints? I think it was 2 years ago. I want to say Leary for some reason, but I don't think it was Leary. But it was definitely a USAC guy, right? Okay. But they're still going with the midgets, the Extreme Outlaw midgets, which are competing with the USAC midgets. So. How it's funny, it's ironic because it's a series that did that, and now another series is stepping into their game, and now it's like, oh no. Rumor has it, again, probably spreading false news. I don't know, because if it's on Google, it's true, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Rumor has it that there's probably something to do with the contracts with the tracks and stuff. So, like, if the World of Outlaws are racing there, the All-Stars can't, which is why there's no All-Stars for the schedule and there's no Highlimit. But that brings me into, because Maddie is not very familiar with both series.
What's the difference between...
the one scripted line.
Well, I wrote it down. I just didn't know what it was going to be.
Yeah. Surprise.
So, for people who don't know much about racing, what's the difference between, like, the World of Outlaws / Highlimit and the All-Stars?
Hannah wrote a lot of interesting facts down, so you can...
I didn't write a lot. Well, I wrote more on Highlimit than All-Stars.
Okay, I'll take the World of Outlaws. So the World of Outlaws has been around since 1978, I believe. And they've been the greatest show on dirt.
From what I hear.
They are the greatest show on dirt.
Yes. And they travel the country. They do go coast to coast. All-Stars don't go coast to coast.
They had 19 states that they hit this past skip. like scheduled season.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and they
77 races.
Oh, that's it? Man, when I was a kid, they were pushing like 110, 112 when I was little. Yeah, I'm surprised that they got 77. So, anyways, I would say it's a cream of the crop of drivers.
Like, best of the best.
Yes. Jack Eschbach. Well, hang on real quickly. Maddie Schroeder sent us 99 stars. Thank you so much. Man, we're going to be able to quit our jobs after this episode. Go to the dollar store. And then Eschbach here says, Highlimit Series is going to put the World of Outlaws out of business. 8 or 9 traveling teams in the World of Outlaws is down to nothing. So that's kind of like where my main division between the World of Outlaws and the All-Stars come in, is that I feel like the World of Outlaws try to grab as many local guys as well. So yeah, the 8 or 9 drivers that are racing are the best, or of the best, but it's only 8 or 9 cars. Yeah. And then the rest are field fillers. Yeah. Well, right?
Like we had some IRA guys run when the Outlaws came to town. A couple nights they ran with the Outlaws, so now they're on
the World of
Outlaws website. So,
which is cool.
Yeah.
But it's not a problem. It's just different. It's kind of like when you go coast to coast, you really kind of narrow down who's going to be your traveling. Because now I want to say Casey Kane's budget was like $4 million or something.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot to run a team for a year. $4 million to run it. So how many people? And if you think of not even the wingless guys, but like if you think about like the IRA guys, like how many of those guys can get that kind of funding? Like so you take this. It's interesting because like sprint cars you can run anywhere in the country basically, which is so cool. That's one of the things that draws me to sprint cars. Like if you have a sprint car and it's quote national, so a 410 winged or a 410 wingless, like you can almost run it anywhere in the country and it's all the same rules basically, right? So you have all these cars, but then when you go coast to coast, you can't bring a lot of the guys with. So the All-Stars, and here's where I'll transition to Hannah's stats and stuff. The All-Stars is what they call like a professional working man's series. So it'd be kind of like if the Wisconsin Wingless was like, we're going to go not coast to coast, but we're almost going to get coast to coast, and we'll have X amount of races, but then, World of Outlaws go, when they come to Wisconsin, well, before this year, because I know it's going to change, but they ran Friday night in Michigan, then they ran Saturday night in Wisconsin, and then Sunday they ran in, like, Iowa or something. So, like, you can't live that way and race. So with the All-Stars, they plan it out more, so it's more 2 or 3 day shows at one track or, like, very close. So, Hannah, how many races do the All-Stars have, or had?
That's a good question.
That's the one you didn't go. Okay.
Well, I looked up Highlimit. So that's what we were gonna.
Oh yeah. Or the Highlimits. Yeah.
Highlimits were at 12 tracks, 10 states.
Yes.
And it's basically kind of Midwest and the outskirts, and then California.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yeah. So the Highlimit series, what they did was that they run Tuesday nights, and then they would figure out where people were going in that direction, and then they'd run a track halfway. So if they're running, let's just say Nevada on Sunday, and the next track was, Montana, they'd run somewhere in between. And have you watched any of the Highlimit races?
I watched a couple. Not a lot.
Not a lot? What did you think of the field?
It was a lot of guys I knew because of the Outlaws. A lot of the Outlaw guys were running Highlimits.
Yep. They ran A, B, and C main, so they had a C main. And when you even looked at the C main cars, you're like, those guys win a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like the way that the Highlimit did it was they broke it down into a smaller series. So it's easier for guys to, because like if we had 10 races all year, we could do it, right? Yeah. But then you're racing for more money, so you bring out the better guys. And it is
a lot of money that they're racing for.
Yeah. I'm not a wing guy, and I watch the Highlimit series because they do one heck of a show.
They do.
Yeah. And they run on tracks that aren't really that popular either.
There were some that I hadn't even heard of. Like.
Yeah. What tracks have you heard of or haven't heard of?
That I've heard of on their schedule?
Yeah.
34 Raceway, Kokomo, Tri-City, Huset's, and Lincoln Park Speedway were the ones that I knew of. Okay. Yeah, there were some, and Wayne County in Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, like I had never heard of Bridgeport Motor Sports Park in New Jersey.
The only reason why I know that one is because of iRacing.
Oh.
It is a very fun track to run because it's.
Yeah. I suppose that is the good thing about iRacing is that you can go to these. Tracks that you might not know of.
Hopefully I did this right. Maybe I don't know. Mm-hmm. Hopefully a poll popped up. Maybe, and if not, it's all good.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Would you guys rather go to a Highlimit event or a World of Outlaw event? Because if we have to pick and choose, what would you rather pick and choose? I know it's not a lot to go off of, Maddie, but what would you pick? Because you haven't even been to a World of Outlaw event.
From what it sounds like, would technically like a Highlimit event be like cheaper to get into, or like would a World of Outlaw event? Because I feel like World of Outlaws more.
Yeah,
I've heard of World of Outlaw.
It's not by much though, I don't think.
The All-Stars weren't. How much was the All-Star ticket compared to the World of Outlaw ticket? Facebook, because it was probably like $10, if that.
I always had media credits. So
man.
Yeah.
What's up, Jimmy Omnis? Thank you so much for tuning in.
Because technically, if it's like the same people running it both, it's like, I got to see Kyle Larson, but it was cheaper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel if Wilmot had a Highlimit series, you would actually. Not because Rico comes out every now and then, but you would for sure have Kyle Larson. You would have Rico Abreu. You'd have a lot of guys that you don't really hear of.
Probably.
But they win features a lot.
Did Corey Eliason come when they raced at Wilmot?
The All-Stars, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Corey Eliason, Zeb Wise, Tyler Courtney. Tyler Courtney's been dabbling with the World of Outlaws and stuff. Ryan, Outlaw race at Eldora, hands down. For sure.
I also have not been to Eldora.
For sure. But anything at Eldora is great. I even watch NASCAR at Eldora, and I don't watch NASCAR typically.
I watched the Eldora Million, but that's the only thing I've ever
was
watched.
that a train wreck or what? I'm just talking about the first heat. Oh my goodness, 45 minutes.
I watched that in Minnesota. The projector on Jack Vanderboom's trailer. That was a good night.
Nice. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Jack Vanderboom.
He's a good guy. Jack's a good guy.
I don't think he knows who I am, which is fine, because I'm nobody.
He probably knows of you, because he knows Nathan.
Okay. Well, everyone knows Nathan.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of sad, because I'm the least popular. Not sad, but I'm just the least popular Crane. Because you got Caleb, who's viral on TikTok.
He is.
You have Nathan, who everybody knows because he's shirtless. And you have Kyle, the rodeo king.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's just me, who sits in his basement and hosts a podcast.
Well, I knew you before I knew Nathan, and then I I knew Caleb before I met Nathan.
Yeah.
No, I knew Nathan.
You want to talk about that story?
No.
I was like, I'm the opposite.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I knew Nathan before I knew you. Sorry.
That's fine. That's true too, because Ashley saw you at Plymouth, and she said, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Nathan's friend." I think her name is Hannah. A couple years ago.
Nathan's really good friends with Tommy and my whole racing family over there. So.
Yeah. The Colburns are a great crew.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ryan. If you went to Ryan, he was racing with us too, and I cannot pronounce his last name. Ryan S. Let's say that.
There was a lot of Ryans.
There's a lot of Ryans. Yeah. Man. Ryan, at Wilmot, would you rather watch an outlaw race or a Highlimit race? Jack Eschbach says Highlimit. Ashley Crane, you're popular in my heart. Thank you. You're popular in my heart too.
Aww.
Sawish. Oh, thank you. Ryan Sawish. Thank you. That really helps. Because I was pronouncing her last name wrong, her last name wrong. Pronounced my wife's maiden name when I met her wrong. I'm good at that. Ryan Sawish says the Kings Royal at Knoxville are two of the most intense weekends on the Outlaw schedule. Nice. Dave Schutzen. Have any local drivers race Highlimit or Outlaws and do well? Can they compete?
Only one I know of is
Baylog.
Baylog and Brenham Crouch.
Well, Baylog has won a World of Outlaw feature at Beaver Dam, and he's won 5-6 All-Star shows. So
he's just a
Scotty
good
Thiel,
driver all around.
the big wheel, Scotty
Big
Thiel.
wheel.
Yep, big wheel Scotty Thiel. He runs pretty competitively.
Oh yeah.
Who else would be? Brenham Crouch. He runs with them, but he's still a kid, so that kid's gonna be something special.
He did amazing this past year with IRA.
Oh yeah. Rookie
of the year and points leader.
I mean, I was gonna flip the table over at the Broad Stop if he didn't get Rookie of the Year, because how do you win a championship and not get Rookie of the Year? Rigged. Who else that has run with the World of Outlaws and been competitive? I mean, that's really those are the guys that run top, at least can run top 5.
Yeah,
Baylog last year at the World of Outlaw event should have been top 3, but he got into it with a lap car or something, right? Yeah.
Kind of got gypped there.
Yeah.
The only
We're not
time.
gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
The only time I was actually able to watch Bill Baylog race, I was sitting there and I'm like,
he is a driver to watch.
Mm-hmm.
He was leading everyone by 2 seconds between him and second place.
Yeah. The 10-time IRA champ.
Yeah. For a reason.
Crazy.
Ryan Sawish. I would say Outlaws because Highlimit is still up in the air deal. I can't form an opinion on them until they come to Wilmot. Very true. I can respect that. So what else is it? Do you have anything else to add? The World of Outlaws versus All-Star stuff. I mean, I do really wish that they could not work together, but just at least coexist. Because if you think about it, you have 8 or 9 World of Outlaw teams, and there's more than 9 sprint car teams in the whole country.
Yeah.
So I feel that you could have 3 national tours.
Yeah.
Like the late models do, with the World of Outlaws, the Lucas, and I forgot the third one. There's one more. But I mean, you look at that, and they coexist, and competition always bumps the purse up. Yeah. So. Well,
especially since a lot of those guys are racing both series. If you have that split in there, it's just gonna.
Yep. And again, like I said, it's just ironic that they're the ones that opened the can of worms with the non-wing stuff 2 years ago. Creating another professional non-wing series competing against USAC, and now they're in this boat on the flip side, and it is not cool. Awesome. All right. Topic 3 here. Presented by Bay Nelson. If you need a garage built or garage door installed, call Bay Nelson. They're right here in Kenosha. We are talking, for the third topic, Nathan's Midwest Racers event. And I'm very happy because we have a few people on Facebook commenting that we're there. We also have a full studio that we're there. So, Hannah.
Yes.
You're the people that I see here. They were involved with it.
Yeah.
So, what's your unbiased opinion of the event? How was it?
It was a very good event, very well put on by Nathan. I give him major props because
it's a lot.
I don't know how he did it.
Mm-hmm.
It was smooth for the most part, except for that one race that.
The C-main?
Was it C or D?
I don't know.
It was that one race.
The one that couldn't end? That was the C-main.
They just kept going and going, and then just got called.
Well,
and
apparently, like, someone's cart shut off, like, twice.
I think that was Chris Larson's cart.
Was
That's
Chris?
why he had
Wait,
the
Chris Larson was the one
different-
wearing the posse shirt.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
With the gloves?
Even more guys there that were fast than because I didn't recognize him. Everyone was referring to him as the posse dude.
Yeah. I designed that shirt.
Oh
it's a good
man,
shirt.
it's a
With
good
the guy
shirt.
with the gloves.
Yeah, the neon green gloves and the gold posse shirt. Yeah, that was Chris Larson.
Someone was calling it the dishwashing gloves.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay, so
Yeah.
anything else besides just that C main? How was the racing besides that?
It was I know they said not to go too aggressive, which I think most people followed that rule.
Mm-hmm.
Minus a few, but
I mean,
okay, it's racing. Nothing's gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
It was also for money, so I feel like
That's
a lot of
true.
people took that personal and.
well, we're all starving race car drivers, so I mean that $100.
That's basically one of the reasons I didn't race is because I knew I'd be going up against 360 guys, wingless guys. My first year, I think I got pelted into turn 1 and didn't finish my race because I was like,
You
whoa,
should have told me that before I participated, because.
sorry.
Oh man. All right, so before we transition into Maddie's version of how the night went, we have Ryan Sawish here. Midwest Racers Night was nuts. I will say that was definitely the most competitive.
There was
It was
lot
really
of
fun.
people there.
Very
Yes.
interesting to watch.
Yes. Dan Wade here. This is on our last topic. They won't. I'm assuming the World of Outlaws or the All-Stars. They won't race at a track that the Outlaws are scheduled at. I actually like that they do this. It's good for the sport to run more different tracks that might not have had a big race. That's true too. That's a very good way of
That
looking
makes
at
sense.
it. Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, that's a good point, Dan.
Going off of that, I do hope that they try and get that Plymouth date.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that the All-Stars are going to get the
yeah.
Plymouth date. I feel the All-Stars are more at home at Plymouth than Wilmot for whatever reason. Like the World of Outlaws are more at home at Wilmot than Plymouth. Yeah,
Well,
so
you've got the Dodge County and then Plymouth the next day. So
yeah, exactly. Jimmy Umness here. When the kid tried taking me out multiple times, yes, we will be talking about him. Not bashing, of course.
No.
Ryan Sawish, my Chastain move was legendary.
I love
If
how
I
they
did hit Lauren, I mean...
I do like how they put that in the rules. Do not Ross Chastain it.
And then I lost count how many guys Ross Chastained
I
it.
think Charlie did it. I think Mike Burba did it or tried to. I think Danny tried to.
You could tell they were being very lenient with the
They
rules.
Yeah. Like the guy that was running it looked like he wanted to quit his job. Every time
He's watching.
Yeah.
He's holding the black flag in his hand. He's just.
About his headphones like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I felt so bad.
Like, you're dealing with race car drivers that race competitively every weekend.
Yeah.
You're gonna get that.
Next time I feel like we should all bring $5 for a tip for whoever's running the race. Like if you're gonna run the A main, you're gonna get $50 because every person in that main brought you $5.
Yes.
Not saying that you can pay so that you can do stuff. You know, the funniest thing was I was actually surprised that no one really tried the loophole. I was gonna try it depending on where we were in the future, but like they said, don't Ross Chastain turn 1. I wanted to do turn 2. Because that was the slowest corner on the track, and I thought about doing
You
it.
could, and that's a corner
There was
you
a
could
lot
do
of
it on.
people who did that in turn 1.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
just rode it the whole
Oh
way
yeah,
around.
oh yeah. Ryan Sawish, bringing the GoPro is the best thing I ever did. Yes,
I will say Ryan's GoPro footage was
legendary.
very good.
Very legendary. I'm not gonna lie, he almost got a helmet to the back of the head from Jimmy on this. But it was good. I kept my composure. Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did. We'll go into the details of that here in a second. I got my butt chewed for it. Oh! Well, it must have been quiet because no one heard anything about
No one
it.
heard it.
That was from Ryan Sawish from his wall ride.
But then Nathan did it in his victory lap, so
He did it with the flag. He was Chastain the flag.
They didn't say about the flag. They said just the car. Okay, so Maddie, what was your take on the night? Now, for people that don't know, this was Maddie's first time ever racing with...
Racing anything? Or...
She's done go-karts like this before, but like actually
it was like
with
action territory,
Okay.
like not super fast.
like you could hold it wide open all the way around, and Ross Chastain it, and they won't care.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah.
More like I was going like this across the whole track if I got in front.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun when I did get to like drive. I am very still sore, like in the shoulders and forearms.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think I will ever like. I'll do the event again and drive, but I would never like want to drive a race car because after going on the track for practice, Derek put it into perspective for me and was like, "You're only like idling in a sprint car," and I was like, "Yeah, nope."
Yeah, when you go, you're just going about maybe 10 miles an hour faster than a sprint car at idle when you go into turn one when you hit the brake. Like, so that's just perspective. Maddie did really well.
No, I did not.
Best lap time after practice was 25.3 or something.
Yeah.
And we were all running 20s.
Yeah.
She ended up her last main with her best lap being like 22.1 or something. So you like gained or you lost like 3 seconds over the course of 3 times being on the track. That's really good. That's very good.
That's very good.
Yeah. So really quickly before I forget, Nathan wanted to make sure.
Yes.
The event sponsors were Sundance Saloon, MLS Auto, Super Shocks, and Miller Motors.
Oh, that's very nice.
Spoiler alert, we're how we did.
Such a nice sign.
Yeah, I wish I would have had the person that designed that sign in studio. Oh wait, I do. So thank you, Hannah, for for designing those. I forget the Burba's Mike. That Mike was the one that did it. So thank you, Mike Burba, for doing those. I think he was the first one that really Chastain it hard. Yeah. And I was like, dude, no, you saved that. Like Ross did. Last lap. They don't see it coming then. So here are the results. Powder Puff. Winner, Natalie Williams.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's go. Second place was Jennifer Rooney, Bandit driver. Third place, never heard of her, Lauren Crane.
Yeah.
She did horrible.
Who's that?
Yeah.
No,
Lauren did amazing.
She did very well.
Fourth place, Maddie Schutzen. Woo! And then fifth place, don't know the name, but it's Mominator.
Mominator?
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
That's a good name.
that was the nickname on the result, and that's what Nathan posted. So I was like,
Okay.
She did pretty good. I mean, I don't think I think she was also like a first time racer.
Yeah.
But she also did pretty good. She was in front of me most of the time, and like during practice and qualifying, and she did pretty good. She was doing some turns better than me. So
yeah, I mean, Oh, Ryan Sawish. That was my mom, Tammy. All right, Tammy. Good job, Tammy. Finishing fifth. Awesome. Thank you, Ryan. E-main winner was Daniel Walden, wingless driver. D-main winner, or hang on, wait, time out. I should preface this.
Yep.
So the Macho Man Award, or challenge, I should say, went to the Fast Time. So Fast Time had the opportunity to take it first. If he didn't take it, then second, third, fourth, until someone took it. So Fast Time, Jason Anderson took it, who is an e-karting champion there. Pretty quick. Very quick.
He was pretty fast.
Yeah, pretty quick. I mean, I feel that a little bit. But he came over to Zelmer, me, Spoonie, there's a couple other guys.
Yeah.
He goes, if you were in my position, would you take the Macho Man challenge? And we're like, yes, we would. 100%. Now, leading up to the event, I was if I had the opportunity, I was going to take it because, again, like this has been for sure the most competitive season that we had. So, but then I'm looking at qualifying times, and I'm like, everyone is so close. Like, there's no way you're going to get through. So then I was like, I'm not going to take it. But then he's like, hey, would you take it? I'm like, yes, I would. Yes, I would. So I should preface this, that Jason Anderson started last in the E-Main.
Okay.
Past everyone, won it. So he transferred, but then Nathan gave the E-Main winner plaque or D-Main winner plaque to second place who didn't transfer. So I just wanted to preface that. So
That makes a lot more sense now.
yes. So officially your E-Main winner was Jason Anderson, but result-wise is Daniel Walden. D-Main winner, controversial, Jason Anderson, official winner. Second, or the result second or winner was Jimmy Umnes Turbo. E. You got it. And then the main that I said is the issue that every year it seems like the C main is where it's at.
Well, it's right in the middle. You know?
It's very entertaining.
Yeah.
But then all the other ones are like...
If you're out of it, it's very entertaining. But if you're in the C main, it is not. You're just like, get this race over with.
It was a battle from start to finish.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So Jason Anderson got up. I know he's young, and he races indoor karting. So again, I'm not bashing. This is just how I see how the whole event happened. He did not make friends in the E main or D main. Nope. He just drove it down the inside, which is fine, and just piled in, moved people out of the way. But then as you get to the faster mains, and those guys have been watching you do it time and time again, it's just done now. Now there's no patience. So he got up to third, I think. Third or fourth in the C main.
He wasn't third, but then the guy whose cart got shut off twice, Larson.
Yeah, posse.
They bought him,
brought him
took
back
his
up.
cart in front of him, so then he was in fourth. So.
Okay, so he finished fourth.
Yeah, there were words said on that track.
Oh, there was a lot.
There was a lot of words.
Oh yeah, a lot of words.
I was standing on the outer, where the
very interesting gestures.
I was
too.
like,
yeah,
just gonna sit here.
Yeah. Well, hang on, wait 1 second, Ryan. 1 second. So the official C main winner, end result winner of the C main was Hunter Cardinal, who came with Zelmer, I believe. Mm-hmm. Then your B main winner, which the B main took 2 because of Anderson going to the back, so we had 8, so they took 2, and I forgot to check who finished second, but Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson got the B main win, so he transferred, and then your top 5 for the A main, Nathan Crane won it. He finally won his event.
He did.
He finally
so
won.
Proud of him.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I told my mom, because we were starting 6, I'm like, there's no way we're going to win this. She's like, oh, stop it. I'm like, no. I came off a turn 2, and then Nathan was like 2 turns ahead of me. I'm like, yeah, nope. Nope. I'm just going to...
Well, didn't Nathan start in front, too?
Yeah.
So he just kind of, took off, didn't think anyone was behind him. And
I have a video that I took, because I did some video that night.
Nice.
I'm going to post tomorrow.
Nice.
Nathan was ahead of the pack from the start.
Oh, yeah.
From the start.
I was hoping someone was going to...
He checked out right away.
I was hoping someone was going to hit him and just knock him sideways, because then it would stack the whole field up.
Yeah.
Basically, everyone, as soon as they got the green, they all went down to the bottom. Well, we're starting 6. Everyone went down to the bottom. I didn't Ross Chastain it, but I went all the way on the outside.
You did it. You did a little...
Yep. I went on, and if Spoonie didn't come, or no, Trundle. If Trundle didn't come from the bottom all the way up to smack the outside wall, I would have had probably 3rd, but he did and jacked me up, and then whatever. I mean, it's racing.
Yeah.
So Nathan won it. Nathan, wingless driver, won it. Logan Julian, 360 driver, 2nd place.
And Rookie of the Year.
And Rookie of the Year in the 360s.
Mm-hmm.
Tate Hensley, wingless driver, finishing 3rd. Kevin Trundle, sports car driver, finishing 4th. And then myself, finishing 5th. Well, I tried. All right. Like I said, quick time went to Jason Anderson. Tough luck went to Brady Zyke.
He had
Let's go with that.
Yeah, he got
Well, I mean,
a
that
nice scrape on his arm.
I mean, that was of his own doing. Because I was in that qualifying, and we were qualifying, and he's racing people, and that's just what it is. And then your hard charger went to, no surprise, the turbo, i.e. Jimmy Omnis. If you have the turbo, you better be getting hard charger.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ryan Sawich says, screw that kid, he was too cocky. Jimmy Omnis says, there were some birdies flying in the building. All right, so what I'm going to say here, just to wrap this whole thing up, to put a positive light on it, is what are race car drivers? Competitive. What's another? I'm looking for a specific word. There we go. Specific word.
Are we going to get this word?
Maybe.
Probably not.
No? Okay. Race car drivers, we are entertainers.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Who finished third in the E-main? Who finished second in the B-main? What race did Jason Anderson get knocked out in?
C-main?
Everyone knows that. Because why? Because if you're getting booed or you're cheered for, you're doing your job. And that's the only reason why I didn't go over there and headbutt him. Because I was like, he is being very entertaining. He is being very entertaining.
I mean, if you can't make the show, be the show, but...
Yeah. I mean, did you watch the E-main? Yes.
I was
Or you were in it, right? Yeah, of course you were watching it.
Through a camera lens, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I was watching the first two people in front of me, but they were like 2 turns ahead of me.
Yeah,
So.
exactly right. So, but in the E-main, everyone was watching Jason. In the D-main, everyone's watching Jason. In the B or C-main, everyone's racing or watching Jason. In the B-main, what happened?
It was boring.
In the A-main, what happened?
Nathan checked
Nathan
out.
won. Nathan won. Right? So that's my point. Is even though he was a little too cocky, and he definitely got the room to boo him,
Yep.
which is entertaining, and that is what people watch.
Yep.
That's why there's 14,000 people on a weekly show at Bowman Gray.
Dang.
Watch it. Nuts. They call it the Madhouse. They fight with race cars.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they get suspended for like a month, but like it's worth it. Jimmy Umnus here says, I was surprised when Nathan told me that I had everybody cheering for me.
It's because you had
Yeah.
Jason right behind you.
Yeah.
And they were like, come on,
I'm
boot him out.
Yeah. I'm not trying to say this in a bad way, Jimmy, but if it was Maddie V behind you, it would have probably been like a split room 50-50. But that's, again, if there's a bad guy, there's got to be a good guy, and you're the good guy in
I
that
will say
race.
there were a group of my friends in the peanut gallery by the Axler, and that were just
Oh, yeah. No, he would.
hollering, and I was.
Yeah, I mean, even Zelmer was just like, "This is so much fun." Like, I'm like stirring the pot. Like, it's so much fun because I know like next week we're not racing and we'll all cool off and stuff, and that's it. I mean, he friend requested me and I accepted. Like, I have no hard feelings with him or anything. It's just, it was just great. It was great. Everyone wants to hate someone, and he pulled that out, and he did such a great job of it. Oh, yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah.
Just like
Makes
Kyle
sense.
Busch, I love to not like him. I love to not like him.
That's me with Bubba Wallace, but
Same thing, yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Even though my dad wears a Kyle Busch hat almost every single time to the races.
I practice a lot of patience of not knocking that off his head.
Just had him switch it. For
I mean,
Kyle
he's
or
worn
something.
your hat like so many times,
Yeah, I
and
know.
then my brother stole it from him. So
Sounds like I need to
now
get-
my
Yeah, get him a
dad
hat.
doesn't have a Derek Crane hat.
Now,
Get him a new hat, Derek.
if only I knew a graphic designer that was with Pit Road Apparel in this room right now, right?
Hey, we do hats.
Oh, wait!
Sounds-
I do!
Wait.
We
Yeah.
do hats, shirts,
Yep.
beanies, hoodies.
Yes.
Anything you need.
A couple weeks ago, I felt like we made it on our social media page because someone was not hacked our page, but they were using our logo saying that we had stuff for sale. So like, they don't do that if you don't have a following. So I was just like,
I mean,
that's nice.
I do have your merch design from 2 years ago on my hard drive, and
I know.
it's ready to go.
I know. I gotta pull the trigger.
I know.
The colors
Probably
changed so much.
Just probably update some sponsors.
Yeah.
I'll
Update the colors.
Oh,
Update
yeah.
the sponsors.
Yeah.
And
I've
just-
become a much better designer from that year that I made it. So
Okay. Hey. As long that's what I say. We can fail as long as we try, right?
Oh yeah, we can fail.
Yeah, it's okay to fail as long as we're giving 110% and we learn from it. Let's go. Yeah. So sounds like I do need to get your dad another, because I don't have hats, others I'd give him one. But yeah, awesome. Well, Joseph here says Bowman Gray Stadium is the WWE. Yes. After this show, definitely check out on YouTube Bowman Gray. It is pavement racing too, which is funny because pavement racing is still racing, which is I'll watch it. But, like, dirt's where it's at, and I will sit there and watch Bowman Gray because it is. You never know what's going to happen.
The only asphalt race I went to in person was at WIR this year.
Oh, Wisconsin? Was that Madison? Wait, WIR?
No, Wisconsin International.
Oh, Wisconsin International. Is that up by Madison, though?
No, it's kind of by 141.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, that sounds like...
Midwest Truck was there, and...
Yeah, you can get some boats, ferries coming down from Canada right down Lake Michigan, be an international show. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, all right, cool. Awesome. All right, so we're actually going to be moving on to the game real quick. Before we go into our...
I thought about this.
Are you ready?
Before we go into the bench racing portion. All right, so the game is presented by Ashley Bree Photography.
Woo!
Yay!
Yes!
The best photographer I've ever married. Hands down.
I would hope so.
Yeah, hands down. I don't know if she wants me to say this, but I'm going to say it. She is hosting this weekend mini sessions. She's only got
They're not open anymore, I don't think.
They're not.
Well.
If they are, sign up for them.
Yes. Kakana is from Joseph.
Oh, Kakana.
Kakana. Thank you, Kakana. How do I not say I'm a bird? Okay. Ashley, whoop whoop. Yeah, no, she does have, like, she's very limited on slots, so definitely if you are interested, check out Ashley Bree Photography on Facebook and get a hold of her, or check out her website, ashleybreephoto.com.
She does do excellent work.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she does.
Very beautiful pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I don't marry losers. I marry winners. Okay, and she is a winner.
As you should.
Yeah. I'm not putting that for product placement. I just need more space.
You don't want to sponsor Miller Lite?
No, this is...
I mean, I have Nos and Mountain Dew sitting right here.
Okay.
Red Bull.
Should I put it behind the helmet?
No, Nos is cool. Nos is cool. They sponsor my favorite driver.
So, Mountain Dew and the fake Mountain Dew behind the helmet?
Yes, no, it's fine. It's fine.
What about Red Bull? Can I call it?
I'm a Ferrari fan, so get... It was painful to buy that. No, I'm kidding.
You could have just bought me a Ferrari then.
Oh, I could have. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow. Bought a like, what, 5-year-old Formula 1 car for you? Oh, yeah, here you go.
You got me stuff to support Max, so I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, we started off the show real quickly with Max. Is Max Verstappen your favorite driver?
He's one of them.
One of them?
I'd say my all-time favorite is probably Lando Norris.
Oh, man. I'm a friend, or not friend, I'm a part of a Facebook page where it's all Formula 1 stuff, and I stirred the pot not too long ago. I said Lando Norris will be the greatest driver to never win a race.
I mean...
I don't get why he's so highly thought. Like, I know he's really good.
He's,
But, like, I mean, come on. Oscar Piastri, a rookie, won a sprint
Oscar
race.
Pastry? That's
delicious. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So the game here is back and forth. Sorry, I had to settle my thoughts down real quick. Yeah. The game here is back and forth. So we have a list of 26 correct answers. So Hannah and Maddie will be working together to try to get through the whole list correctly. However, if one of them gets a wrong answer, the other person wins. Now, depending on how soon, and we'll call it a strikeout, I don't know, how quickly someone gets it wrong, we might just go for fun, but if we get towards the end of the list and then someone gets it wrong, then we'll just kind of go. Okay. Facebook, you are free to comment to help both the ladies out.
Can I keep notes?
Yeah, you're going to have to help me out.
It's okay, because
it's probably going to be a very
this took me like 2 hours to compile this list, so he is not going to be able to Google anything for you. He can try. He'll probably text you in about 11 o'clock. Let you know. So, all right, guys. So, what's up, Leland? I'm glad she didn't say Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, no. Oh. My other answer would have been Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc. Okay. We'll start the bench racing portion with the Formula 1 driver stuff. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know anything about Formula 1.
That's okay. We'll teach you.
Yeah, we'll teach you the ways. All right. So, the list is, since 2016, Wisconsin Wingless drivers' career top 10 finishes. There are a total of 81 drivers that have finished in the top 10 at least once, but we'd be here till 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. So, we are looking for the top 26 answers. I say 26 because there's a couple ties in there. Okay? So, we are looking for the top 26 drivers to have the most career top 10 finishes in the Wisconsin Wingless Sprint Series. Only. Who would like to go first?
I guess I'll start.
Okay. And again, Facebook, if you have any drivers, feel free to comment to help them out, and you can choose from them too. But
please comment to help us out.
Please help us out.
Okay. Now, the one thing that I said before show that I almost forgot to say is I will give you the bump spot number, which is the 26th spot has 14 career top 10s.
That doesn't help me at all.
So just think of drivers that you think have more than 14 career top 10 finishes. All right. So Maddie, you said you're going to go first.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm making note of that.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna start it out with Derek Crane.
Correct.
Okay.
5th on the list with 89 career top 10s in the Wisconsin Wingless.
I'm gonna piggyback off of that. Nathan Crane.
He's on the list. Let me find him. Nathan Crane is 12th ranked with 47.
Ooh.
What were you again? 5th?
I was 5th.
List?
Yep.
And Nathan was 12th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with another 14A AJ driver. Davey Ray. Is he on the list?
If he's not, I'm gonna accept.
We'll give if you
How
can.
is Davey Ray not
How
on
is
the
he
list?
not?
He's got 9.
Oh, that's
9?
So
come on, Davey.
But he's not full time ever. He's never been full time.
Oh,
That's
I didn't
true.
know
Or
that.
part time.
I
Or
forgot
part
about
time.
that.
Yeah, he only
didn't
comes.
know
just
that.
races
Now if we did his strike, like every time he shows up, he's dang near 100%. He's only raced like 9 or 10 times. All right, so we'll give you another shot. We'll give you another shot, Maddie, because we only got 2 down.
Ryan Marshall.
Ryan Marshall. He is 9th with 60 career top 10s. And remember, Facebook is also helping.
Probably me wrong. Tommy Sexton? Or was he not a wingless guy?
He's not a wingless guy.
This guy.
Give you another chance.
Oops.
Remember that Facebook is helping. I'm just saying.
Right, Tim Cox.
Number 1 answer.
Oh, yeah.
First with 120 career top 10 Wisconsin
What
Wingless
a
finishes.
legend. Tim Cox is just a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Round of applause to you.
Yes.
Good job, Tim.
I will give you a hint.
Okay.
The top 3 have 3 digits.
Okay. Ashley just said the one that I was about to say.
Oh,
Zelski.
I was going to say that one too.
What?
Ryan Zelski.
Zelski is 6th with 87.
Well, I got to think of a new one now. I don't think Clayton's on the list. Is Clayton on the list? I'm just going to do it because I'm friends with him. Clayton Rossman.
Clayton is ranked 10th, which is shocking considering he only raced 3 years in the series. He's got 51 career top 10 finishes.
I'm going to go with another one that Ashley said. Jimmy Sivia.
Jimmy Sivia is 4th with... What number is Jimmy?
You're going to make me think. He's not
No. What's his number?
91.
And that's how many career top 10s he has. 91.
I feel so stupid not knowing Jimmy's
No, it's all good. It's all good. He goes so fast you can never tell his number anyways.
He has the red car, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I took a nice picture of him at Sycamore this last year.
Hannah.
Looks like a fire truck going around in circles.
It's one fast fire truck.
Taters? Alan Hafford?
Alan Hafford is number 2 on the list with 108 top 10 finishes.
I liked his rap scheme this year.
All right.
It looked like the...
Was that the black one with
Black
the
with
gray and pink and blue?
Yeah.
Like a Spindle.
That's the one that I told you the one time we were watching, and I was like, that's a cool car.
It looks very, very similar to Spindle's car.
Ashley says this looks more like a teacher quizzing his student in a game.
Actually,
It feels like a pop quiz.
actually, you're not wrong with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's.
Say if this was if this was 410 drivers, I could probably do that. But
Whose turn is it? It's your turn, right? You did. Yeah, right.
no, I just did Hafford.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you did have her. So it's your turn.
I'm gonna do the one that you kept scrolling up on. Doug. I don't know how to say his last
Doug Schenk.
Yeah.
Doug Schenk is a not active driver
Ooh.
with he's ranked 13th with 45 career top 10s, and that there's only there's 5 more drivers that are
He's
not
rated
active. 13th. Doug Schenk, and I kept going up because I know that you two wouldn't really know who he was. That's why I kept scrolling up like, hey, there's like a name over here.
When did he race? I don't know.
2015 to 2019. I think 2019 he was more part-time, I believe.
Sorry, I'm looking at Facebook for a little help. So I'm kind of drawing like Chris Dodd.
Chris Dodd, ranked 8th with 62
Nice.
career top 10 finishes. Now there's I don't think there's any new names up
There's
here.
any
No,
nope,
not.
no
They've
new
all been
ones.
said.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is wingless, right?
Yep, all wingless. There's quite a.
Trying to think of guys who have done wingless and then gone up to a different series. I don't think there are many.
None.
So they're all wingless.
All wingless. And well, we have
How many more that raced within July to August of this year?
Because that's your time frame to go.
Yes,
off
that's my time frame to go off of. Quite a few. A lot. Okay.
11.
Um.
There's 11 that have been racing this year still.
Okay.
There's one that's really popular that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot still.
Mm-hmm. If I see the list, I'm probably gonna know every person.
Oh yeah, like
who
Nathan.
is.
Like Nathan.
Yeah.
Like he played the game. Like I think it was career wins, and he's like, I forgot about him. I forgot about him. I forgot about him.
See, there are people I'm thinking of that I don't know how they did in past seasons that I wasn't
I have
in
one.
racing.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say, Klumko, but I don't know which one. I'm gonna go not Natalie.
So
So
Chris.
Chris,
Chris Klumko.
3rd
Ooh.
with 104 career top 10s. Oh, Wisconsin Wingless
Okay.
finishes.
I don't know why that's the only name coming to my head right now. It's probably not on the list. Because I don't know how long he's been racing. Josh Davidson?
I don't
No.
know.
Okay.
Not on the list. We'll keep going. Maddie officially
Come on,
won,
Maddie did
Oh.
but we're gonna
officially
go a little bit more because we got some names on Facebook. Hannah, give us another name.
It's the only one that we haven't said.
commented. Todd?
Todd
Blair?
Beer.
I don't know how to
He is
pronounce
on the
his name.
list.
Okay.
He is down there though. He is 25th
Okay.
with 15 because he only raced like a season and a half.
And there's only how many that we're saying? 25, right?
Top 26, but there's some
26?
ties,
Okay.
so there's more names than 26. But
I'm gonna go. No, I'm not gonna go with the other Klumko.
are you sure? Why not?
Oh, so I should go Natalie Klumko?
I don't know if you want to. I mean,
Yeah, I'll go Natalie Klumko.
Natalie Klumko is ranked 22nd with 21 career top 10 finishes.
Oh.
We'll go to the next one's wrong, and then I'll go through the rest of the list.
Is the OG on there?
No.
Okay. Sorry, Tom. I had faith in you right there.
He's only had 2, by the way. See, Maddie, if you didn't come, Ashley was going to come down for this portion of the show.
I don't know.
Chris Klumko was said, and it's a
Yeah.
correct answer. Chris Klumko is ranked third
Mm-hmm.
with 104.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I know.
There's a name up there that keeps popping.
You have to read it how it is.
Radar.
Radar.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Read it how it is. You don't want to say Zachy Poo?
Zachy Poo.
Zachy Poo. Zachy Poo is ranked 15th with 39.
Was he full time this
15th or
season?
13th?
15th.
Was he full time this season or no?
No.
Okay.
Leland, Chris Dodd was already a
Yeah.
correct answer. He's ranked 8th with 62. Maddie.
I didn't really pay attention to how many times he got top 10 this season, but I don't even know how
All time.
new he is to the sport.
Who?
But I think he's been racing for a while.
Okay, who?
Greg Alt.
He is on the list.
Yeah.
Yes. 24th with 16 career top 10s, and I do declare that more than half of those came this year. So he's been on a hot streak.
He had a good year this year.
Now, hint.
Yeah.
He is married to a girl, obviously, whose brother races.
I don't know who
Now
that
I
is.
really have to think.
I don't know who
Or if you can
that
think
is.
that was a hint. That was a hint.
I know
What's her maiden name?
Because that would give it away.
Or meaning
I know.
Delfer. It's
Oh.
not that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think it's Delfer. I forgot.
I just know her as Natasha Alt, so.
Natasha.
I was going to say it, but you beat me to it.
I know. If I got everyone at the track to just be like Natasha, I made my point. I did my job.
That's the only reason why I know what her name is.
Facebook, any more guesses here of who else we have?
Is there a Colburn on the list? I think a Dick Colburn, but I don't know if he raced wingless.
No, he didn't race wingless. Hang on.
Sorry, Dick.
Trying to think of more racers from this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will give you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 names left. We have one in the top 10 still that has not been said, and he is ranked 7th.
And he raced this.
He's won a feature this year.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Was it before July?
You were there.
I was there?
Yeah.
What night was it?
Just tonight we led every freaking lap except the last 2.
Oh, what's
Give me a color or car number and I will
the
count
name? He has
that.
a white car.
It was not white.
Yes, it was.
No.
Because Alt was also in front of you, was he not?
Yeah. His
And-
brother-in-law won.
Oh, it's brother-in-law.
I don't know.
Oh, why am I drawing a blank on this?
Is it Natasha's brother?
It's Natasha's brother.
Yeah.
I will take that. I'll take that.
that.
Rusty.
Oh.
Oh.
Rusty Egan is ranked 7th with 63.
Did he? What color was his car?
Black and teal.
Oh.
That was after he wrecked it. he had a teal one, and then he wrecked it, and they brought out the backup car, which was black, but with the teal 50.
But there was another car that was in tech that was white.
Yeah, well, they did top 4 or whatever that night.
Because the car... Cause
his nickname's a Rocket, right?
The 14AJ, but then there was another car that was next to us that I thought was the winner. But then I'm thinking back, and the winner was actually in victory lane, so I didn't even see it until we were
Ashley got it, Rusty. Okay. Hannah, let's see if you can get one more.
I don't think I will.
You don't? Okay. Throw a Hail Mary. Or Maddie, if you have any, just throw a Hail Mary.
I'm trying to think.
I know the participants.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would love to say.
Okay.
I would love to say
Ralphie,
the participant.
I would love for you to be
Ralphie,
on this list.
Your goal next year is to be on this list.
Yeah.
Yes. He's on the other list.
Yeah, solid.
The naughty list. Okay.
He's on a list all of his own.
Yeah, no. Alright. So, yes. So, Maddie officially won. Woohoo. Let's go. Showing Brandon how it's done.
Yeah, that's what it's meant.
Yeah.
Alright.
Step up your game.
So, we have a few left on the table. Jake Kuba has...
I wouldn't have guessed that one.
Is the yellow car.
Yeah.
The yellow
Wait.
6. Yep, the yellow 6.
That's the one I watch a lot.
Yeah! I was surprised you didn't... I mean...
I didn't know his name. I just knew what his car
If you would have
was.
said the yellow car, I'd have been like, I know what you're talking... He's like the only yellow car. He's got 49. He is ranked 11th. Jordan Matson. We're not cancel culture here. But he is ranked 14th. He's got 40.
Yeah.
Greg Olson ranked 16th with 37.
How did I miss Greg Olson?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jake's dad, Jimmy Kuba, is ranked 17 with 32.
I would have guessed Kuba's.
Oh, man. Real quickly, Leland, where does Derek sit? He's pretty good. I hear when he's holding his line, he's pretty good.
I don't know.
Ranked 5th with 89 is what I have.
Sometimes he hits other cars.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I'm in the sprint car and I think we're at accelerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal. 18th is our first tie, Jordan Paulson and Nick Petska with 30.
Sorry, Jordan.
Johnny Fall!
How did I forget about Johnny? Oh.
Yeah, the orange car. The orange Zero.
The orange.
Yeah,
he had a flippy
never
flip.
watched him.
Yep.
He had a really big flip.
Yeah, Sycamore.
Was it before?
Right before Plymouth. He's ranked 19th with 29.
Wait, is he the one guy that has the shirt with the sky in the background?
No, that's the guy that wanted that, Nathan. Yeah.
No, I was thinking about Fall's flip at Wilmot.
Oh yeah, that one. That was bad. Craig Campton, not active driver, ranked 20th with 27.
I wouldn't have known that.
Sully is ranked 21st
Dang
with
it.
23. Dennis Spitz is ranked 23rd with 19.
Oh.
Is that a stupid question?
I would
Should
eventually
Spitz?
said Spitz.
Dennis Spitz.
Yeah.
The 41. The blue 41 car. I think it's
I
got
would have eventually said
Klutz or something is a sponsor on the side.
Yeah.
Kutzler.
Yep. Joseph here got one. Scott Grissom is
Good job,
26 with 14, but 26 is a three-way tie.
Yeah.
So you got Grissom, Maddie V,
Maddie V.
Oh.
and George Gertner Jr., and that's Big George. And they all have 14 career top 10s. Now,
14's a good number.
Now the other list, I'm not going to bore you with the details,
Yeah.
but just some names here. CJ Malik has 12. He's really good in the wingless, and he's very good in the winged. There, we got Seth Johnson, pretty good. He's got 10.
Yeah.
Eric Wilkie, he has 10.
He did very good.
Oh yeah, 2 of those top 10s are wins, so pretty good. Davey Ray has 9. Rod Colburn has 8. Dan Wade has 8. Tate Hensley has 7. Zach Hansen has 6. B.D. Wood has 4. Spooney has 4. Grimenz has 4. Tommy Colburn has 3. Tyler Cuxhouse has 3. Tristan Firstuff has 3.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph Johnson has 2. Bryce Andrews has 2. Austin Hansen has 2.
Mm-hmm.
The OG himself has 2. Sean Swim has 2. Baylog has 2.
Oh, I forgot about Swim.
Yeah, well, he's on this list. The
Good
ones
thing
that
I
just
didn't think about him.
Yeah. And then you kind of get into the ones, but we have Trinity with 1, Little George with 1, Raymond Hensley. I forgot Raymond Hensley who drove a wingless car.
Yeah.
With 1. And anyone else notable? Oh, I do have Tommy Sexton here with 1 because he won a feature back in 2016. So, congrats. That was a very fun game.
We should have saved it.
Saved what?
Save one.
Never mind.
We should have saved it. Saved what?
This game. That was a good game.
That was a good game?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. I got it. Yeah. I got it now.
Alright, just gonna crack this.
Mm-hmm. All good there.
Alright.
Man, alright, so we'll go into bench racing here for a few minutes here. Just talking about Formula 1. Thank you guys so much for commenting here. If you guys follow Formula 1, do you follow Formula 1? And if so, who's your favorite driver and team? Maddie? No.
Nope.
Okay.
I just know that there's different brands of cars like Mercedes and Ferrari and stuff like that.
And Alpine, even though
I don't know.
I mean it. I've never seen one in my life.
McLaren.
Oh, that's
McLaren.
that one too.
McLaren. You have to
And
say
they all
it.
have teams and
Yeah. You have to say it like Mika Hakkinen. McLaren.
I just know their cars are very flat.
Yes. Yes, very downforce dependent.
Mm-hmm.
I watch the highlights of Formula 1. Rarely watch highlights of NASCAR or IndyCar. It's always sprint car. First it's highlights of non-wing sprint cars, highlights of wing sprint cars, and then Formula 1 highlights. And then after that, I'm all highlighted out.
Oh, so yeah, I'm just switched to around winged, non-winged, then Formula 1. I just flip-flop those two.
Yeah, I forgot.
I've only ever watched.
You're a wing. You're a wing.
I'm a wing
Yeah,
girl.
you're a wing girl.
Yeah.
I've only ever watched one whole race of a type of car, and it's wingless. Oh, and winged.
Yeah.
But that's it.
So, Hannah, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite driver? You can only pick one. And who's your favorite team?
Favorite driver, like driving style wise, or just
Your favorite driver in Formula 1. While you're thinking, I will go with my favorite driver is Leclerc.
Should I post this on the Formula 1 fan base now?
Yeah,
Derek Crane's favorite driver is
Leclerc. Good luck spelling it. Charles. It's Charles, but it's spelled Charles.
Or it's otherwise easier way to say it is Carl Chair.
Carl Chair.
Carl Chair.
Or broke down at the side of the road.
Yeah. Right, talk about that.
wow.
Favorite driver. I mean, he's won every Grand Prix there is.
Perez?
Logan Sargent.
Yeah, Logan Sargent.
No, I'd say all time is Max Verstappen. I know he's getting a lot of hate right now from people because
I never liked him.
He's got a very aggressive driving style and he likes to win.
Yes.
It's just, I love him because he knows how to handle the car. I would love to see Leclerc win.
Leclerc?
That was kind of a heartbreak for me watching Vegas.
Yeah.
I wanted Leclerc to win so bad.
I mean, you can't fault him for not trying. Like, he locked up a couple times just trying to get to him. Ooh. We got Jack Eschbach, Jackie Stewart. If we're going back in the day, Jim Clark is my favorite from the 60s, but he died in a Formula 2 crash, I think, back in 65 or 60, 1965.
I've seen a few Formula 1 crashes, and those look very scary.
Not as scary as a sprint car. That's the positive of racing sprint cars. When you see a sprint car crash and you see any other crash, you're just like, well, it's not that bad. Like, this dude got up and he jumped in his backup car. Like, come on, go. What do you mean, concussion protocol? All right, favorite team?
Ferrari.
Yeah. I would say Ferrari or Williams. So I just like
Really?
I like the underdog story. I was so mad. So I do fantasy.
Okay, I don't do fantasy.
And I had my constructor as Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they're like, oh, the track is going to be, it's going to be so cold, and Ferraris and Haas both threw their tires. So I was just like, well, because it's more of like an investment thing. So it's like you always pick the lower teams when they're about to shoot up, so you get more money. Not real money, but in your fantasy bank or whatever. So I was like, oh, I know Ferrari's going to be good, but let me go with Haas. So I took out Williams for Haas, and then Haas did a Haas thing and sucked.
Haas just Haased it up.
Haased it up. Come on, Gene, get with the program. You're making me lose not real money. Come on, now.
So there's like fantasy, just like there's fantasy football and stuff.
And like fantasy.
Supposedly,
Race Pass,
supposedly Wisconsin Wingless has a fantasy thing. Like, was it My Race Pass? Or
there's fantasy for stuff on My Race Pass.
I need to find out because next year for
You have to. It's with a certain level of your subscription package.
Oh, it's okay.
So if you have the free version, you can't do fantasy.
I just.
Oh no! Then what am I going to do at the racetrack? Oh, race! But it would just be fun. It'd just be fun if I was like,
I'm
I just
sitting in
sit
the
there
waiting
and
for someone to like pull up My Race Pass, do fantasy, and
nice.
really bad at it.
I don't have enough time for that.
Okay, so you go with your heart when you do your fantasy, right? I do too. That's why
I'm like, oh, it's between like Tyler Tischendorf and two
You're not
other people.
looking at data.
I'm gonna pick Tish because he's my friend.
Yeah. So, what do you do fantasy for Formula One? Did you say or no?
I don't.
No.
I didn't know there was fantasy.
So
for
we do.
Formula One.
I do Grid Rival.
Okay.
Pretty easy, but there's only one race and it's this weekend. So I mean, you could to get with
It's
it.
Abu Dhabi, right? Or
Yeah, Yas Marina.
Yeah.
Yas Marina. Stupidest track on the face of the earth.
not gonna argue.
Sorry. No. Wait. There's a couple tracks I can't stand. Oh, Zandvoort. Don't like it. All right, so this is who I got for my fantasy draft for the last one. I got Lando Norris, even though he's going to be the greatest driver to never win a Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Ricciardo, because I am American. We love our Danny Rick. Got Charles Leclerc, because got to follow my heart.
Oh yeah.
Alex Albon, George Russell, and then my constructor is Aston Martin. So I think that they'll do okay.
Yeah.
But do not take my advice if you are playing Grid Rivals, because I am in the race, which is a Formula One podcast league that I listen to, and I am ranked 1,485th spot. Out of 8,600 players, though, so top 25% here.
Yeah.
This sounds like me when I do like my bracket for like March Madness or like the NFL bracket of who's gonna go where.
Yeah, and you know, and the funny thing too here is like I'm only like 3,200 points behind first, so I think I can get it.
Oh yeah.
When the average points is like 1,000. But yeah.
You got this.
Yeah, no. So yeah. So does anyone play any form of fantasy racing? If so, comment, because I always like finding those things. Especially in the off season, because then you can kind of study up on it. Because you don't do anything slow; you do everything full speed ahead.
Nope.
No, not any sports or anything. Football, soccer.
I watch football and some college football. So.
Favorite NFL team, favorite college team.
Well.
Or who do you root for?
I always root for the Packers. I'm from Wisconsin. Big cheesehead. Go Pack Go. Yeah.
Go back up.
Even went to UW Green Bay for a semester.
Yeah.
So you're basically a Packer, is what you're saying.
No.
Through and through.
Definitely. I could definitely run faster than Jordan. Jordan Love. And then what was the other one? Favorite college team in general?
Yeah.
They're rivals. Minnesota and Wisconsin.
I can get down behind Minnesota.
It's a
Minnesota's
tie
college
between
Minnesota
Golden
State,
Gophers.
so it's state.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Golden Gophers. Okay, yeah, sorry. I couldn't picture.
And then the Badgers. It's a tie between those two.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can
Family,
support.
very big Minnesota.
What time is it?
No, my watch is telling me to charge my watch before going to bed. My family, I've had family go to Minnesota.
Okay.
And then obviously I'm from Wisconsin. So.
Yours?
It's gonna be the basic Wisconsin answer.
Okay, Packers and Badgers. Packers and Badgers.
Yeah.
Badgers and Packers. So my favorite NFL team, I always cheer for the Packers.
Okay, good.
I always cheer for the Packers.
I was about to be like, do I have to switch teams?
Or beat me up. But I will say that the team that I also cheer for is probably the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay. That's a good one.
For college, it's more or less kind of how the uniforms look. So go Oregon Ducks, go Maryland.
Those are cool uniforms.
Yeah, how every game is something
Yeah.
completely different. It's just so cool. I like that.
I watch more hockey.
Uniform wise
Let's
for the
go
NFL.
hockey. Suck.
Uniform wise for the NFL, I think the Bengals are killing it with all the different colors. So like they have like the white out ones and the.
I loved Jacksonville Jaguars helmets when they had the fade, the black to the
That was
teal
cool.
with the gold.
Yeah.
That was cool, but now they went to the black. Now I
And
don't
then
cheer for them
Tennessee's
anymore.
also crushing it with the
Titans are cool.
the college team
Oh, the college team.
for their uniforms with all the different colors. Tennessee Vols.
Oh, okay. I get
But I
Tennessee.
think
I
it's
always
because
get
they're getting more popular. So
I always get Tennessee and Texas mixed up because they're like the same color. Like I think it's Tennessee State though.
Tennessee State is what colors?
Is it gold? Is it orange? Or is it just Tennessee? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't follow.
I just know it as like Tennessee Vols, like.
Okay, so yeah, because usually most states at the national level have like two. They'll have like the state, and then they have like another one.
Yeah.
Ashley here commented for the fantasy, no, but I would do the bachelor brackets if I had more time.
I don't watch The Bachelor, so
We were literally just watching the Golden Bachelor before you got here. Yeah.
It's because I'm always early to everything.
You were so early. You were
All
like
the time.
You were like Marshall early here. Like
Is it a bad thing though?
I left early.
could be, but
I'd
no.
much rather be early than
Late.
I
Late.
left my house
Yeah.
at like 5.
I was
And
already
And I
here.
was like, I should give myself time because of Milwaukee traffic on the freeway.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I was here at like 5:20.
You were really early.
Yeah. She was Marshall early. Yeah. Maddie crashed our leftover dinner. That's what my mom said. But you did have dinner before, so you were not expecting dinner.
Yes.
So yes. So yeah.
I didn't. I have to get dinner on the way home.
Dinner on the way home.
Yeah.
I have
Nice.
leftover Panera in my car.
That's disgusting.
I ate it before I came inside.
Panera is disgusting. Don't like it. Glad I won it though.
Weird.
I'm glad I won it at the thing though. Very happy.
You won several things at the thing.
Yes, I can't wait to put that Mopar thing up. It's over there, so I gotta clean up the studio. So yeah, so we're gonna start wrapping up the show here because I cannot believe that we have 2 more guests before the season of this year is up, and then we're gonna be taking like probably a month.
Yes, Ashley. Ashley says Panera is amazing, and yes, Panera is amazing.
I guess. So is racing sprint cars.
Yeah.
You say no,
Yeah.
she says no.
I'm not driving, watching.
Yes, David Oliver, overpriced hospital food. Sing it, sister. Sing it. Let's go.
I just don't go to Panera often, so.
The other thing too is that they have those bread bowls.
They're amazing.
No,
It's overrated.
soggy bread. No.
If you go through the drive-thru, they give you the bread bowl on the side. Except today they forgot the bread bowl when I went through the drive-thru. So they just gave me soup, and I was kind of disappointed. But when you have it on the side, you can pick it apart, dip it, eat it, you know.
Yeah. That's why when I go to Arby's and I go through the drive-thru, they do not forget the curly fries, because the curly fries are why you go there. And
Arby's is good too.
And the meat is the side. The curly fries.
The meats.
Yeah, but if you have too much meat, you get the meat sweats, and that's not cool either.
That's for a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, for a whole nother podcast. But before we go to a whole nother podcast, we'll split the room here, and I know I'll get at least one positive comment.
Okay.
In-N-Out, the best.
Never had it.
Never had it.
Okay.
Never lived yet. Never lived. Haven't lived yet, but once you do,
I mean, right
good.
now, out of the fast food that I have tried, like burger fast food, Culver's.
Burger. It's like Culver's but on steroids.
Well, I'm from Wisconsin and I like Culver's.
Oh.
Okay. Has Culver's ever given you a 4x4? Do you even know what a 4x4 is?
No.
I feel like that TikTok, like, do you even know what sugar is? Like, do you even like it?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, 4x4?
Yeah.
What is it?
4 hamburger patties, 4 slices of cheese.
That's too much.
And then
But
you get your lettuce and your tomatoes and onions.
Did In-N-Out give you a Curder burger?
That sounds like...
Cheeseburger? And then the cheese curd patty. With cheese on top. And then your lettuce, onion, tomato, pickle.
But see, when you have a 4x4, you don't need the extra fluff. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's like a race car. When the race car's fast, you do not need to make it so pretty and eye-catching, because it's already going to win and people are going to be looking at it.
Though.
No, gotta clean.
Gotta make sure the sponsors are seeing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, see, I called it.
David Albert.
Ashley says it's worth the flight. 100%. I will pay whatever it was round trip just to go to In-N-Out, because they're on the West Coast, right? And maybe take a hike, maybe, live out of the van for 10 days if we're feeling cute. But yeah, we actually go for the In-N-Out burger and stay for the journey. David Oliver, sorry, Maddie Schutzen. Culver's is overrated.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that, and maybe next time you're my hospitality lead, I'm just gonna show up late.
Wow. Wow.
Not funny.
I thought we were going to split the room. I didn't know we were going to do all this.
Makes me so sad.
But Ashley is replying to David Oliver's comment here. Sorry, Maddie Schutzen, Culver's is overrated. She says false. No, I love Culver's. Don't get me wrong. But In-N-Out.
I've never had it, so I feel like Culver's is the best in this area. Like,
oh no, it is.
There's no other than Culver's, there's McDonald's.
Burger King. Well,
Burger King.
I feel Burger Kings are backing out more and more. There's only
but
one here.
There's only one, because there's 5 that have closed.
Yeah.
There's one up by me that's still
Yeah.
around. But...
Tough crowd.
Colin Nick says tough crowd.
Tough crowd from Colin.
Colin.
You're always late on Sundays. That's from David Oliver.
That's false. David Oliver, I am always early.
The fun part whoa. What is going on there?
My sister is trying to FaceTime me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, David.
I'm always early.
She was early on Sunday because we were flying back Tuesday, and that's when church practice is for Sunday. Oh. So I missed practice on Tuesday because we were still coming back from Utah. And so they're like, oh, well, we'll just practice Sunday. Well, you were there at, 8:45?
Yeah. My sister's still trying to FaceTime me.
She wants to be on the show. Yeah. David should be a guest. Oh, yeah, Ashley's got it. Oh,
eventually, he should be.
I feel, wink, wink, he will be on the show sooner.
Eventually?
Yeah, he'll be on the show. He'll be on the show. He's great.
Like this season or next season?
Well, this season there's only 2 more guests.
Oh.
I think you know one of them. Possibly.
Maybe.
I don't know. He may have been on that list that you didn't get, so we'll see. But yeah, wow, man, can you believe it? It's been an hour and 54 minutes already.
Really?
And you said we weren't going to go for 2 hours.
See, this is the problem, though.
This was a fun show.
It's really fun. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, I should actually market this as a 2-hour show. That's a 5-minute show, but then an hour 55 of the Midwest Goodbye.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's where we're at. Oh, man. David Oliver, at least I'll be on time. Bang. Shots fired. Kill shot.
On time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we get it. We're just joshing with it. I feel bad for Josh, by the way. Because of all the joshing.
I knew someone in high school named Josh. And then he would be like, I'm just joshing with you, but his name was Josh. It was kind of funny.
I just say that to Josh Davidson next time I see him on the track.
No, you gotta call him Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
I call him the Quiet Ryan. Quiet Ryan. Quiet Riot himself. You know what? There was a video that I was watching on YouTube. Okay, so if anyone has seen the TikTok of me wearing the helmet around, yes, that is true. I do that. Since I was like 10. Yeah, since I was 10. So I was looking for that scene where I walk to the couch and I hit play with the TV. Like, I was just looking for some sort of, like, wingless, Wisconsin wingless. And the first thing I show up is, like, one of the most recent ones from Wilmot. I think it was the last one or second to last race at Wilmot. And Josh is, like, running 9th. But he started, like, 18th. And I was just like, whoa, where'd he come from? So I'm like, it fits him so good. Quiet Riot. Yeah. He creates a stir, but it's silent.
But no one sees it coming. No.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
You're like, wait.
So yeah, no. So you gotta call him Quiet Riot.
He's a good guy. He bought pictures from me this year.
Oh yeah, he is a fantastic guy, and he's a fellow Racine person. So let's go.
Yeah.
Any person from Racine, not every person, but most people from Racine are pretty cool. Even though we more live in Kenosha with our social life. But you didn't hear that from me. But yeah, so you gotta start calling Josh Davidson Quiet Riot.
I will make note of that.
And then next time you see Natasha, I'll just be like, Natasha! But do the Italian thing for whatever, I don't know. Awesome. All right, so let's get this show wrapped up. Hannah, who would you like to thank?
As first, I'd like to thank everyone on Colburn Motorsports for bringing me on board. Doing PR.
Good.
Pit Road Apparel with Garrett Cornell. Taking a chance on me as a designer. And
Gary's awesome.
I'm doing, this will be my 3rd year designing for him.
Yeah, time flies.
Yeah. Everyone with all the Sprint Series, Wingless, IRA, MSA. Just for letting me come and take pictures of your cars every weekend. It's been great. Not anything that I thought I'd be doing, but now I'm starting up my own little business. And
there you go. There you go. Awesome. These are good. All right. I would like to thank Kroger Delivery, Next Gen Pumps, The Fat Frozone, Rouge Helmets, Benny Nelson Inc., Rev Tech Manufacturing, Open Fender, Apted Electronics, Ashley Bree Photography, Pit Road Apparel. Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Jack's Helmet Design. He came and picked up the helmet yesterday. I cannot wait.
It's going to look beautiful.
It's going to look beautiful. Carbon Digital LLC, Forever Guard, Daybreak Church. Want to get those out before I forgot. So Maddie here, while we were gone, was kind of coming in and checking on the cats.
Yeah.
So she came down here. She recorded a little video, which I'm going to use at least once because it's hilarious. And she sent it to me. It's funny. But then today, when we were kind of getting everything set up, she was just like, "Yeah." So I showed her the failed designs, and she's like, "Well, I saw some of the rough sketches," and I was like, "Oh yeah." So this helmet is going to be the best one yet, and I think if you do that with your helmets too, it's just cool. Like all of our helmets are just very colorful. Love the wing. The wing is staying, that's for sure. The wing is staying.
It's like a staple in your helmets. It's just
thank you. Yes.
Crane.
Yeah. And then most people think of crane like a crane, and I was like, no, the caw. Will Lynn couldn't be happier. That 3, 2. It's a late show. I can tell that. Couldn't be happier with the stuff you've done for us.
Oh yeah, I did a lot of stuff for Will Lynn this year.
Yeah.
I did his shirts.
The Thrill?
Hero, yeah.
The Thrill.
That was me. I did his hero cards.
Nice.
Took some sweet pictures of his car.
There was pink and green hero cards. If you got a hero card,
Yeah, I couldn't
it looked
decide
pretty cool.
on pink or green for the accent color, so I was like, here's just 2 versions.
Yeah. The funniest thing is he comes up right after he comes up to me, pink or green. And I'm like, for what? Then he pulls it out of his suit. He's like, pink or green, and I'm like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pink. Yeah, no, great. It was a very good design. Will's awesome. He could sell it too just by going pink or green. You're like, I'm interested. Are we talking about Jolly Rancher, Skittles? Eschbach here says that's his brand. We're talking about the wings. Yes. All right, and then lastly, for my special thanks is my beautiful bride Ashley, mom and dad Mark and Gail, Al and BG Wood for allowing me to drive the Fat Throw car this year, Dave and Maddie, let's go, Jimmy IE Turbo, Brandon, Bess's Mensch, who hopefully
here.
Yeah, hopefully he's feeling better.
Hopefully for next week.
Yeah, Zen Jack.
Gotta be here next week.
You can't do this 2 weeks in a row?
No.
Zen, Jack, Jessica, Big One fan, Kyle, Nathan, Lauren, Cooper.
Gonna forget Caleb.
No, Caleb's coming.
Okay.
Caleb's coming right now.
Yeah?
Because his secret word. Caleb, your secret word is let me get my button real quickly here. In-N-Out is better than anything that anyone has to say.
But not Culver's.
Especially Culver's. And with that, I say In-N-Out is really good, and they did not pay us for that, and I still say...
They're not a sponsor yet?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. But hopefully if they come to the Midwest...
Yeah.
Cha-ching!
And you've got that sponsorship in the bag. Just show up.
Literally in the bag that they give you.
Just show up this podcast and I'll be like, sold.
Sold. Instantly. Done. Fin. Just like this episode.
I have 2 people to thank, actually.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna thank my dad for bringing me to the track and introducing me to racing. Because obviously I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my dad. And then I'm gonna thank Derek Crane for letting me, trusting me to work on his car. Because that's a lot of trust that you put into me.
I don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody.
We need more women in motorsports.
Yeah.
It's not, I wouldn't say it's tough,
It's a lot of fun, but it is interesting
that
sometimes.
Yeah, when people are like, oh, you don't know anything about sprint cars, I'm like, I know a lot more than you think I know.
Yep. Just when you want to remember me, when you want me to spy on another guy's pit with my camera.
Well, just even when we go to World of Wheels and they're like, oh, you're just here for show, and I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah, I'm showing off that sprint car back there.
I'm showing off my skills on social media and marketing, so.
Yeah, exactly. We do need more women. I just saw my wife's comment. Made me chuckle. My wife says he doesn't trust no losers. Yes, I do not. I only trust winners. We do need more women in sports, in this sport, and it's just great to have Maddie on.
And all the women in motorsports that I know are super amazing people.
But I don't know them, so they suck, and Maddie's awesome.
Maddie Schultz.
Yeah, I'm joking. It was a joke. Good. Sorry, I just wanted to
Another
mention.
Maddie?
Yeah. Chatty Maddie?
Oh.
Yeah. She's awesome. I
That's
love
right.
Maddie.
That's so funny because they're bipolar. Or not bipolar, they're total opposites.
She is so outgoing.
And you're so quiet. Oh, the Maddie and Maddie show.
What's going to happen when they see each other at the track? Is it like...
I've seen her at the track before, but I don't think she knows I exist. But it's okay. It can stay that way.
Nope.
No.
Season opener. Maddie.
I'm going to call Maddie over.
Maddie.
Maddie. Someone you need to meet.
Yeah.
Her name is awesome.
Dirk's going to sit in between us and be like, Maddie? Maddie?
Maddie. Exactly. Okay, awesome. Well, let's wrap this show up. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank
you. Thank you.
I've been waiting for this since November. When
Yes.
you asked me.
Yes. It's... Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah.
Last November?
Well, at Caleb's thing at 11:75, he asked me if I wanted to be on the podcast. I'm like, sure.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
You didn't even go line dancing.
No.
Rude.
I watch it on TikTok.
Rude. No, so
You
yeah.
should go sometime. It's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of funny. Like,
I'll stick to knowing counts and
Yeah, I don't remember what we were talking about. You
Choreographing.
were like, you want to be on the podcast? I was like, sure.
yeah. Yeah, it was funny because, like, Brandon was just saying, like, how many shows or how many spots do we still have open? I'm like, 1. And then I saw you and I'm like, oh.
That was me.
She's a photog and she designs stuff and racing. She'd be a good one to have on. And then the next show, Brandon's like, yeah, we still have 1 spot. I'm like, no, we don't. No, we don't. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Maddie, for filling in last second.
Of course.
And again, thank you to all of our listeners on Spotify and also on Facebook. Thank you guys for tuning in, commenting. Again, this show would be weird if you guys didn't tune in because we'd just be talking around a microphone.
It'd be a very short podcast if Facebook was not involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game would have ended really quickly.
So,
with that, I'm going to say Whataburger is not as good as In-N-Out, and In-N-Out rules. Everything else drools. Peace out, Girl Scout.